Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Thank you for coming this morning. I would like to welcome you to the celebration to open Mesa Grande Cultural Park. My name is Tom Wilson. I'm director of the Arizona Museum of Natural History. As you know, this day has been many years in coming, and there are many to recognize and thank. But first, we would not be here, of course, without the Hohokam, among the first Native Americans to settle the arid lands of Arizona. The Mesa Grande platform mound was the central feature of a thriving Native American civilization here on the banks of the Salt River and beyond. We celebrate today the Hohokam, the Mesa Grande site, the welcoming center and gathering place, and the interpretive trail. Joining me this morning to inaugurate Mesa Grande Cultural Center are Dr. Jerry Howard, Curator of Anthropology at the Arizona Museum of Natural History, Dave Richens, Council Member for City of Mesa, City Council District 1, Council Member Ricardo Leonard from the Salt River Pima Maricopa Indian Community. I would also like to recognize Mesa City Council members Alex Finter, who is here. Thank you, Alex. I believe Dennis Kavanaugh is coming if he's not here already. Mayor Scott Smith is in Washington right now, so can't be with us, but he has sent his greetings to us and best wishes. I'd like to acknowledge former District 1 Council Member Claudia Walters, who also participated in the development of this project. City Manager Chris Brady. Thank you, Chris. And I'd also like to mention some special guests we have with us this morning, and that is a delegation of Gabrielano Indians from the Los Angeles area who've come all the way from there to participate in this, so thank you for coming all the way. We will begin this morning by a blessing offered by Mr. Jonah Ray from the Salt River Pima Maricopa Indian Community. And I ask you to please respect the occasion by not taking any pictures during the blessing. Mr. Ray. Okay.
Say that, you know, this place is very special. I would like to say that for each and every one of you that are here, that will come from all the different directions to be here, that this place will be nice and this will be something for you to come to understand who we are as a people, and also to say that we welcome each and every one of you for being here, our ancestral lands, and that good things will come to you, your families and your homes, and everything as it should be, the way that our Creator has put things before us. I'd like to say a good blessing to each and every one of you, your families, your homes, wherever you may come from, that all the things will be good in that way. Understand, as a people, we all are here to enjoy what's left of people in the past, and learn from all these good things and we come to understand one another. I'd like to say that much to each and every one of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ray. There are many to acknowledge along the trail of bringing Mesa Grande Cultural Center to fruition. I have time to mention only a few of the many that you will see listed on the acknowledgments board at the Welcoming Center. There would be no Mesa Grande still extant, our Mesa Grande Cultural Center, without the support of the citizens of Mesa and the neighbors of Mesa Grande. For 100 years before Mesa Grande became a city property, owners and neighbors of this site protected it for future generations. So I would like to thank the Mesa Grande Community Alliance for their unflagging support of this project. I know that many of you, when you were young, rode your bicycles all over the mound. So today I want to pardon you for those youthful indiscretions. I want to thank our architects, Ron Peters of Historic Streetscapes and Marianne Modeleski of WH Pacific, for the sensitive, creative, and appropriate design of the Trail and Welcoming Center. And as you have a chance to look at the design, and you'll really come to appreciate the sensitivity of it and how well it fits on the prehistoric landscape. I want to thank Concord General Contracting for their fine work in implementing the plans of the architect. And I want to thank all the departments of the City of Mesa and the staff of the Arizona Museum of Natural History for helping to make this dream become a reality. Finally, I want to thank the Salt River Pima Maricopa Indian community, which gave us a grant in 2007 that allowed us to initiate this project that led to today. Because literally, if they had not given us that grant in that year, we would not be here this morning. So thank you, Salt River Pima Maricopa Indian community. And also this morning is the work of a lot of people who are giving their time to us. So if you have a chance during the pancake breakfast or as you walk around the site and you see somebody who's volunteering, please give them a thank you, because they're out here doing this because they love the site and what it stands for. I would now like to invite Dr. Jerry Howard to say a few words.
Thank you, Tom. Well, as an archaeologist and one who's worked on this site for 30 years, I would like to give you some comments from the viewpoint of someone who studies prehistory. You know, archaeology gives us a really unique perspective on the continuum of time and the sequence of human events and human history. I think it's important that to realize that archaeology informs us on the challenges that people have faced in the past and the adversities that they have overcome. You know, everybody seems to be interested in archaeology. The public sees it as being exciting and fun, and I certainly agree wholeheartedly with that assessment. But I think to us in the field, the real fun of archaeology comes from the fact that we can change the narrative, the story that we tell about the past. And we can change that story based on new discoveries and new knowledge. I'm not sure how many people are aware, but recently we've had some very exciting discoveries that have shown us that the first intrepid farmers who entered the river valleys of southern Arizona arrived here probably as early as 4,000 years ago. So that's 2000 BC that we see the first farms, fields, and also permanent villages. Maybe to put that in more human terms, that would be around 200 to 250 generations past. You know, these were remarkable people. These early farmers developed a sustainable and highly advanced system of agriculture. They flourished through the years, and their people became more and more a great society capable of organizing large amounts of labor to do great works. They built the largest and most complex irrigation system in the prehistoric New World. As we go through that continuum of time, watching them change, by 1 AD, the time of Christ, they really take on the characteristics of the culture we refer to as Hohokam. And then about 1,000 years ago, they began building mounds, culminating in the great mound of Mesa Grande. And this was, as Tom mentioned, the center of a large and thriving community. You know, I think it's interesting to realize where we are on this continuum of time, in this continuum into the past. You realize that we're closer in time to the people that built this mound than they were to those first farmers who first grew corn in fields here in the valley area. So this kind of gives you a different perspective on where we are on that continuum. And of course that continuum comes down to us with our neighbors, the Hohokam Nation. We were actually interacting with them and the Salt River community, who are our partners in opening this visitor center today. Tom mentioned that it takes a lot of people to put something like this together, and we've thanked a number of people. I'd like to thank the members, both past and present, of the Southwest Archaeology team. You know, these were folks that showed up here on hundreds of Saturdays to do this work. So thank you, and thank you all for being here today.
Hello, Councilmember Dave Richens. Just happened to be the council member that is in office when this happens after 100 years of trying. And I approach this day with both exuberant excitement. This is my neighborhood. I just live about 200 or 300 yards from here. But I also approach it with a lot of reverence. Reverence for the history that is at this site. And we share a border with the Salt River Pima Maricopa Indian community. But that border is really artificial. These communities have been intertwined culturally, religiously, with our land, with our economies for many, many years. And I have many friends that live on the reservation. There's many people that live on the reservation that have friends here. But these lands were all occupied by these Hohokam people for so many years that sometimes I feel like a guest here. But this shared value, these shared cultures, with these two communities living side by side, really come together here to be celebrated with this center. And I'm just amazed at how many people have come out here. I know the pancakes are going to be delicious. Most people probably came for the pancakes, right? But I think there's just a curiosity that's been in this community for a long time on what's behind the fence. Well, today we get to find out. So welcome. Introduce Councilmember Leonard.
Good morning to everybody. I'm going to make this real quick. I know the pancakes are getting cold out there, so I just want to thank all that's involved, that were involved with making this happen, and to all those children coming in the future, and all those children now that are going to come here and look at this, and know that there was a site here that is significant, not only to our tribe here, but all the way down into Mexico. It was said that we continue to walk on the bones of our ancestors, and that's just not true for the Native Americans here, but it's also true for your people here that have come through here, that have lived here through this harsh weather. This place holds a very strong piece in our legends, in our history, legends of dinosaurs and large lizards that ate turquoise, and of strong, powerful medicine men who could conjure up fog and wind and rain. And they continue to hold that spot here. And of our deities, Suhu, and they call him the same name in Tono, which they call Ietoi. But I hope these continue to work with the children out here so that they can understand the significance of tribal people here, and it was a trade route within this area there, where the Hohokam made hundreds of miles of canal sites, and there were so many done, and a lot of medicine men put their heart and soul into a lot of these things. They still can't understand how they got water to go upstream into Mesa. So it was a engineering feat that was done at that time, and they also understood the stars and the traveling and the seasonal times, and not only this area but other areas here within the valley here were commanded over by chiefs, and they were told how and when to plant and when to gather and when ceremonies would happen. So I'm hoping this is going to perk the interest of a lot of young people, a lot of people out there to help understand the people that were here before us. Many wondrous tales of the medicine men at that time. And I'm very proud to stand here today to help dedicate this. I've always came by here and always looked. Kind of scared to get out and look around or look through the fences, but you know, I'm glad that it has come to this point to where we can finally open it and that people can say that there was a part of history here. Not just our history, but also your history. Because as was said, some of you rode your bikes across that. And it's the gift of energy, of life that you gave to that. And I think that will change now with just the people coming to visit and coming to enjoy this spot and learn more about it. So I want to thank all of you, citizens of Mesa and all over, relatives of California, thank you for coming this way. And I want to say that much, and thank you very much for allowing me to be here and on this dedication day, and I will cherish this for the rest of my life. And let us work together as a community and a city to make this better and to open up and help children understand how the life was at that time and how the legends go. So thank you very much.
I would now ask Councilmember Richens and Councilmember Leonard to open Mesa Grande for us all. Activities. There's the pancake breakfast. We're going to have dancers from the Salt River community. Meet the Gabrieleno. Enjoy. Thank you for coming.